So, welcome back to the another LinkedIn live session. And this is something I was really waiting to conduct because having a family member believe in your dream and not just believing, it's just being a part of it. From believer to being a customer and to create or to have a massive result out of my program. So nearly she has earned 2 lakhs in just 2 months. And this is something like, dreams come true because it really happens where people, you know, your near and dear ones actually understand your journey. But she believed in me. She took my course, the challenges, the programs, my strategy, my decisions, my for her, and the roadmap. And here is she. So this was the most awaited LinkedIn live sessions I really wanted to conduct for a long time. And now this is the time. So the time has come, and let me introduce Nilima, my sister, about her professional journey from being a full time employee to getting into freelancing and then earning this much till now. So, Nilima spent 10 years working in different companies, working full time in HR, workforce management, staffing, MSP, that is called managed service provider. Like many professionals, she was navigating a new journey while balancing family responsibility and motherhood. So, to be honest, it was uh, it was her belief that took shape over a period of time. But I always believed in her ability because I have seen her. How does she work? How does she handle pressure? How does she handle objections? And the way she communicates. It was way beyond any kind of training. But yes, the belief had to be restored. And finally, she understood and she took that journey. So, when she came into LinkedIn Impact Lab community, the only thing she did, and I advised her, optimize your LinkedIn profile and start writing whatever you know. And to my surprise, initially, her first few posts really got well that got traction, and it got reposted several times, got saved, and got almost around 10,000 plus impression, which is a lot after LinkedIn has shrunk the impression, right? So the only formula behind it is like she was very strong in her domain and she continued whatever she had practiced in a full-time job, and now she is practicing, she is still a believer, like she can do her job quite well with all authenticity, honesty. And here she, with that disciplined, now a mom, and still believes in her dream. So let's welcome Nilima and ask her some honest question, like about her journey, challenges, wins, freelancing, LinkedIn, and balancing it all work. It's all about working mom. So if you're a working mom, you should watch it because many people give that excuse about the kids, about the environment, about the challenges. And if you're not a mom, you should 100% use it to understand excuses are just in your mind. People can do anything if they believe in their dream. So let's welcome Nilima and we'll start the question answer session. So let her join and we'll start. Yeah, here is she. Hello, Nilima.
Hi Ritika, how are you?
Yes, good and good to see you as I'm
Same here.
taking interview of yours. Like, you have achieved a very great result, and
Mm.
both as a sister and both as your coach or a mentor, I'm really feeling really proud that you are at this stage. So thank you so much for taking time. I know you did might be sleeping or somewhere. That's why you have taken time to take this interview. So we'll start. If you would like to share something, and then I'll start with the question answer sessions.
Sure, definitely. Yeah, Ritika, thank you so much for making me part of this interview, or I would say rather than sharing my success story with everyone. Um, to begin with, first of all, I would like to thank you, because you are one of the person who has actually inspired me to become to take this step of freelancing, to explore this freelancing ecosystem, right? To introduce myself, I am into HR and workforce management. Previously I had 10 years of experience, managing HR, different, operations and staffing. You can also say MSP, managed service provider. So I definitely hold a good experience. Apart from that, after joining the freelancing ecosystem, I was able to explore different opportunities, uh, you know, and gain the opportunities. Uh, um, so here I am to, share my experience and my, journey. Moving from full-time role to, freelancing world. Thank you so much for this opportunity, Ritika.
All right. Yes, Nilima, that was really a great introduction. So let's start with the question answer directly. And maybe during the session or after the session, when it goes live, then people might ask some questions. So take your time, some time, and you know, like you can just give some your solution, the solutions that they are asking for. Okay.
Sure,
Okay, so the
sure,
question number one is, can you walk us through your journey from being a full-time employee to stepping into freelancing? What pushed you to take that leap? I think you just answered, but just to start with the question.
sure, definitely. So, my freelancing, approach started after I took a career break following maternity, right? Uh, Before that, as I said, I had 10 years of experience already in HR and workforce management,
Yes.
staffing, MSP. All right. But like many mothers, I was, wondering if I can, still pursue my professional growth, while also being available or, approachable to my daughter, right?
Right.
So, I was just wondering, about, um, I would rather say I was really confused what to do. But that's when, uh, Ritika, if you remember, you helped me a lot to understand the, freelancing ecosystem, how we don't have to choose, as a woman, we don't have to choose between, family responsibilities and the professional career, right? So I joined your program. I would rather like to address everyone saying that I joined Ritika's, program courses designed by her through LinkedIn Impact Lab, and the courses really helped me a lot to gain insight. And definitely the other, it's not only about the courses designed by you, but also, one-on-one sessions, the other videos, which you upload, which Vika uploads to makes us understand. the freelancing ecosystem in which we understand how we can, enhance our personal branding, approach different, not different, I would say right people, which helps us to generate the leads, the business leads. That's what I have followed, and I have, gone step by step under Ritika's guidance, and I really helped. It really helped me a lot because within just uh, I would say when I started within just 2 months, I was able to crack two clients, one from India and one from, US. That was a time when I understood that is LinkedIn really helping us to, getting, such kind of business leads. I was never, I never knew LinkedIn,
Prepared for that. Yes.
yeah, as a platform which provides us business leads. To be very
Yes.
frank, I only knew LinkedIn, just for sharing our, maybe I would say achievements, or maybe, we are connecting to our own immediate, networks. But LinkedIn is taking us beyond our immediate networks, who are actually giving us the opportunity, who are opening the doors for us to, utilize our skills and experience, in the freelance ecosystem. So that's the thing. And definitely, when I would say who pushed me, see, there's always something within us that we have to do. We do not want, as a professional, woman, we never wanted to stop our career. We always wanted to grow, like,
Absolutely.
right? But
Yes,
at the
yes.
same time, Tika, at the same time, you pushed me, to be a part of the LinkedIn hackathon, 30 days challenge, 90 days challenge, and those particular, regular posting, consistent posting, I would say, on the LinkedIn really attracted people. People, I would say, I would rather like to define people as not only HR professionals, but the business leaders, founders, CEOs, and the attention was not only from them but globally. So that was really, exciting part. So thank you so much, Ritika. I'll be really grateful to you for
I'll
this.
accept it. I'll accept it. Thank you, Nilima. And it was really a great intro for me. I think that's a great branding that you have done. I think nothing can be better than the result that you have really shown. And personally, I believe, you have a lot of potential, and you will go a lot, just like many other students, like, they are doing. But here I can say, because I see you every day, what you do. So basically, I just want to know, like earlier when you were doing, so this particular uh, amount that you have created, I mean, that's a massive. I mean, very few people can generate within these 2 months. Even I took almost 6 to 8 months to generate my first lakh when I started. Now, what is the time duration that you used to give per day? And exactly, like, if you can say, including here and there, just include every hour, and then you tell me, like, for two projects and or individual projects, how much time did you spend for each project, and what did you do, so that people can understand what you do.
Yeah, sure. So what I would say, every client has a different requirement,
So your
and
voice is little breaking. You, if you can just come closer to your
yeah,
laptop.
is that I'm audible now?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So, see, every client has different requirements,
Hmm.
right?
Yes.
Definitely, my working hours or duration per day dependent was completely dependent on the kind of, work I had to deliver on that particular day.
Hmm.
So, but I used to ensure that I do not cross 2 to 3 hours per day,
For
for
both the
any client.
projects, for each client.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I would say 2 hours I like to give for, take an example, if I'm giving 2 hours for one client, I like to give 1 hour for other client, right?
Okay.
This
Huh.
is how I try to manage it. If I have a third client, I would like to take them, to the next day. So
Right.
this is how I was able to manage, because right now my daughter is very small, and it's
Yes.
difficult to manage, work along with the person responsibilities,
Right,
right?
right,
So
right,
a lot
right.
of things, yeah. So that's a thing, but yes, I would say 2 to 3 hours, but if I have to extend more hours, definitely I was able to manage even
Hmm.
extra 2 hours, but that was not always that I have to put in extra 2 hours, right? So see,
Absolutely.
sometimes the work completely demands, if it is HR analytics, if I have to sit for analyzing any data, it gives me, I have to take at a stretch 3 hours, and I have to prepare the report, and I have
Right,
to send it across to the client. But take an example, if it's some HR policy documentation, or if I'm designing some KRA KPI, so in those cases I have to go and study a lot. So if I'm
right.
preparing a site, recently I prepared employee handbook, US for one of the clients, based out of US. So, that was for the multi-state under US. So that was
Hmm.
even more, demanded, hours from me to research, and then, hand over the employee handbook to the respective client. So it completed. So research work I would keep for 1 hour, 1.5 hours. This is how I was. So now it is all structured for me.
Hmm.
But yeah, I don't like to cross more than 3 hours, because my one of the goals is not to extend more hours per day
Absolutely.
until yeah,
Yes, yes.
because
That's great.
equally I wanted to give equal attention to my daughter as well. Yeah.
Right, right. So just 3 hours in a day. That too, I believe, like Saturday, Sundays, you were off. Right.
Yes,
And
completely.
so I think this is a great way. I think, getting such results with this kind of duration. I think everybody dream about that. But obviously, this is the starting. You have to generate constant lead, and I know you will not stop. You are going to get ahead in this journey for sure. So let's get ahead with the second question, Nilima. What
Yeah.
was going through your mind when one of your posts started gaining massive traction, getting saved, reshared, and reaching to the wider audience? Even I had seen and I was amazed, like, what happened suddenly? I mean, obviously, I didn't teach you, like, how to craft a message. I just told you, like, write whatever you know. So, what was there in your mind, and how did you write? How do you write your posts?
Honestly, I was amazed and surprised when I saw the massive interaction from, leaders, HR professionals, founders, that too globally.
Yes,
Uh, you know, um, from LinkedIn, I could, I was just wondering, is that the post which I, the thought or
created.
the experience
Hmm.
I posted on the LinkedIn, right? From my HR career, was that it was needed by the industry to hear. I mean, what they really wanted to hear, that what I wrote on the
Yeah.
LinkedIn.
Yeah.
So then I started analyzing. Yes, let's see the latest challenges. People want to hear from your practical experience, from your practical insights, and the real experiences, which also help them to understand the any take an example, any HR challenges, or
Right.
HR concepts. So they definitely interact on your LinkedIn posts. So before
Absolutely.
posting anything, what I do, I took a topic, I research for that. If I have to use AI tools, I have to use my own experience, or maybe my previous books, or yeah. If I have to look at some organizations' websites, so
Right.
definitely posting anything would not do on LinkedIn. It's
Hmm.
something when you're posting, which is reaching the audiences. I would say it is reaching the audience, which is, uh, I would say, which is pushing them to go and and write, which is pushing them to write on your LinkedIn post. Yes, this is what we
Engaging.
want. In fact,
Yeah.
people,
So you're
right,
pushing them to
people
engage.
actually,
You're right.
right, engage, right. I would say, yeah, right, engage. So when I saw the engagement of the people, or I would say the audience on my post. Then I started, after 2, 3 LinkedIn posts, I think very soon, very, I mean, I very as soon as I started posting, there was nothing in my mind that I'll be getting such huge responses. I was just posting my experience, my skills, what I have
Right.
learned during my entire career. But when I got the massive response, then I understood, okay, fine, this is what audience is looking for. Let's when you are posting something, you are helping the community also, and you are also learning from them, because the audience is also engaging with you to share their experience and expertise also. So it's
Right.
also opening the path for you to learn even more from the people, from across global.
Global, right, right. So that was really a good turning point. I think you might have understood whatever experience you have, people are actually willing to listen, right? You just don't
Yeah.
have to stop. Now, so this was a great answer, Nilima. And let's get ahead with the third question. Before you started seeing result, how did you perceive LinkedIn as a lead generation platform? What shifted your belief?
So this is a very good question, to be very frank, very, very close
Just
to
keep it
my
near
heart.
to
I
the
would.
speaker.
Okay, is that I'm fine?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I mean, sorry,
I'm sorry to
I'm audible?
interrupt you again and again.
No, no,
Just
no,
keep it
not at
close.
all.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So I think this question is very, very, close to my heart, I would say. I'll
Mm.
tell you why. Because LinkedIn always, I had been surfing LinkedIn from the time, I started my, I would say rather from the MBA.
MBA.
Yeah, when Ritika and I was, you know, uh,
Yes, yes. We had
studying
workshop, I guess. I
MBA.
remember.
Yeah, we had workshop, we had our professors and lecturers
Right.
always asking us to update your LinkedIn. But LinkedIn then again in our mind was, the mindset was, it is only for job search,
Hmm.
it is for sharing your achievements,
Hmm.
searching for your immediate connects, asking if you have any opportunities, like our, I would say, our alumni, or
Hmm.
any of our friends or colleagues, in any of the organizations. So our thought was limited to that,
Hmm.
right? But later on, when I joined LinkedIn Impact Lab, I was able to understand the, utilizing how you can utilize your skills and experience and your personal branding to
Hmm.
generate business leads.
Right.
And that's how it happened with 30 days and 60 days challenge, the hackathon I joined. With those posts, not even reaching out to, I didn't even reach out to people. I would say the daily
Personally.
messages we send.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Hmm.
we try to, it just from the posts that I got, 2 clients. In fact, I already have one more client, in pipeline, where the
Oh,
discussion
wow.
is still on from Dubai. That is for the HR analytics.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
So
Yeah.
yeah. So my thought was LinkedIn was only for job search, for sharing our achievements, but LinkedIn is a platform which is helping you to generate business leads,
Hmm.
and reaching out to people beyond your immediate connects,
Hmm.
right? You are reaching to people globally,
Absolutely.
uh, right? So it's not only, and LinkedIn is, giving you to come out of your employee mindset, to be very
Hmm.
frank, right? This is what I actually learned from Ritika, that this employee mindset has to go if you are if you are entering the freelancing ecosystem, because there you are independently, you know, uh, you know, dealing with the client, giving the HR services. I mean, for me, HR services. For others, it can be, other, domains. So
Yes.
yes, this is definitely my, uh, and my, and after, after getting global attention to my posts, and getting the getting the leads from India, US, and
Hmm.
definitely my mindset completely got changed that no, LinkedIn is something beyond what we are thinking. It is going
Traditionally, like
beyond,
it's a job
yeah,
portal.
traditional, yeah, yeah.
That's
It's
great,
not,
Nilima. I'm really happy that you're sharing such things. And I hope that will be helpful for people, those who still think like, it is a job portal. It's beyond that. I always understood that. And I'm very happy, like, many people like you, they are understanding the same scenario. Like, they are able to open up their mind. They are writing content. They are writing good content. And I'm also glad, like, you have also done a very great job, like when you start writing content. Basically, technically I could not understand, like, what you were talking about, but I understood you have wrote it from your heart. And people caught it. And I still remember that discussion within us, like with about one client, I think from Dubai itself, when you were talking about, I think.
yes,
Right. And surprisingly, and to be very honest, I was not expecting such result so soon. It just happened
yeah,
back to back. And you could be my great case study, you can say. And I was really
your
literally even
connections are
skeptical, like,
also,
how people will react, like, because you are my sister. And uh, many people will not believe, truly speaking.
yeah,
Right, because generally close friends, family friends, they will talk only positive things. And in this age of getting things getting manipulated, having case studies just to come up, I was really skeptical. But I was also really understood, when we think from heart, when we do things from heart, I think it reaches to the heart, those who are looking out for this kind of connection. So obviously, let's get ahead. And I really want other people to understand how you have done being a mom, because I have seen your struggle having a kid, and still you could generate such a good amount as of now, and you will be doing good. So let's get ahead with the fourth question. Till now, it's really great answers. Like, I think, rich in context, if you can say, you have given a really great depth. You can say in depth knowledge about whatever you have understood. I think people should understand that. Okay, looking back, how much you have earned so far through LinkedIn, and over what time period, and what were the key turning points? I think you have spoken about it. Just tell me in just one direction, one line. And then the
uh,
question is like, what were the key turning points?
so far, in 2 months, I was able to generate 2 lakhs, that too giving only 2 to 3 hours per day.
Hmm.
As you
Two to
mentioned,
three
Saturday,
hours.
Sunday definitely off. Yes, definitely off. So, these were my um, achievements so far. And turning point definitely when I joined the 30 day and this 90 days hackathon from LinkedIn
Hackathon.
Impact Lab. I was, as I already mentioned, that I got massive interaction from the professionals across countries, industries. Many of the founders approached me asking about my posts. So these were the definitely turning points, and that too, those conversations when they got changed into leads, business leads, that was amazing. So
Yes.
yeah, so uh, definitely when you mentioned that we are putting our efforts, so equally you have also put effort, Ritika. Uh, you know, uh, for me, I won't say only personally, but since we are also on a group video, I keep hearing your, uh, you know, uh, group video calls. You keep emphasizing everyone or every of your attendees to, be active on the LinkedIn. So that is definitely required. People are looking at you on LinkedIn, your consistency, the depth of, your knowledge, your what are you trying to, actually convey to the audience. So a lot of things, uh, which come turning point. Given if somebody is giving their 100%, you also have to put in 100%.
100. Yeah, that is true. That's a gold that you have actually showered now. Like, yes, I think it's not only coach side or any courses. I think you have to put an effort to do that. Because, see, I also believe in the hackathons and taking the challenges in, because at that point of time you will be in a rush to be in the leadership leaderboard, and that will make you understand like, okay, first turning point is like I can write, second people are looking out for such knowledge, and third one is the revenue. The first, the utmost, you can say, the ultimate goal of getting into the freelancing is doing more, doing less in the time, like in terms of time and any other things, and earning potential should be higher and higher over a period of time, but without
Mhm.
compromising on the quality. So that's a good answer, Nilima. Okay, so am I audible?
Yes, yes, absolutely. You are.
Okay. Okay, so question number 5: how has LinkedIn helped you in both international and Indian clients for land both international and Indian clients? Any specific moments that made you feel this is working?
Okay, so yes, India and international clients, as I said, I already, was able to, get the clients through, the hackathon I joined, and the Q&A session we used to have. Then,
Mm.
the group video calls, you keep telling us different tools, different areas where we need to focus on LinkedIn. So keeping all those things in mind, I always try to utilize most out of the courses designed by you in the LinkedIn Impact Lab, and that really helped me a lot to get the India and international clients. And I'm very happy
Mm-hmm.
that I also have a prospect client, which I'm just trying to convert it into business lead. The very most important is like the client itself. Client herself was very interested in my LinkedIn post, which was part of the 90 days hackathon.
Right,
So
right. So those
yeah,
were
and that
inbound leads. We generally call it inbound leads. So that is
yeah,
coming
inbound.
without any kind of outreaching. You do not have to DM.
Yeah,
People are coming, just getting
right.
attracted to your post, and they are DMing you. You are not DMing them. So
Yeah,
obviously that is a great progress actually. Yes.
yeah, yeah. So when did I think yes, it was working? Um, See, it was definitely working from the time I started getting massive response from the people,
Yes,
right?
yes,
And I
yes.
utilize this is what LinkedIn is all about. I'm going beyond my, people, from different industries, different, countries are seeing your posts, though they are not they're not your immediate connects. So that's great. But so it started working from there itself. I understood it is working.
It is one.
But when I got the clients again, it is working. Now, I would say when the same client approaches you, twice and thrice for for your services.
Services.
Uh, uh,
Repeat
so
clients. Right.
yeah, right. So this also says that yes, LinkedIn is working for me, definitely, and it will work for anyone if they are going, if they are really putting their 100%, and try to utilize most out of the courses, they have taken, like I have taken LinkedIn Impact Lab. um, so if they are joining any videos, any Q&A session, or any courses, that has to be heard, that has to be practiced, that has to be uh, they have to
Implemented, executed.
implement it
Absolutely,
rather.
absolutely.
Yeah,
Yes, I can understand you are saying it again and again, because everyone who has got result, they cannot get it unless they are putting their 100% effort. Like, they have to implement. Nobody can get into your soul or body, and then they can write the content. It's you that you have to do
Right.
things right. Yeah, great. So, and how it has changed your, so next question is all about your confidence. So how it has took your confidence to that next level, clarity in terms of niche clarity, or in terms of confidence, in terms of thinking process. What has changed?
So I would say yes. This is very very important question because when we are saying that I was able to generate leads or I got massive interaction, that means I'm able to put my thoughts clearly,
Hmm.
right? And uh, and I'm able to organize my thoughts, I would rather say, and then I'm putting it clearly on the LinkedIn posts, which is getting massive interaction. Now, how I'm able to do it, you know, because when I was part of the hackathon, 30 days and 90 days, when I started posting, I thought let's share. I started with my sharing my experience, my career.
Yes, yes.
This is how it happens. That is how what is HR is. That is. But when I started, when I started, after some few posts, when I thought, no, yeah, I'm getting exhausted by only sharing experience, and let's share something else.
Hmm.
Then, uh, you know, um, to be, maybe I would say I was more into, leader dashboard. I was seeing my, performance. I thought maybe let me go first. When I will go first, in the
Hmm.
leader dashboard. So my focus was mostly on that, first of all.
Leaderboard.
But at the same
Leaderboard,
time,
right.
yeah, but at the
Hmm.
same time, yeah, I wasn't expecting any huge responses, to be very frank. But when I started, going deep into, while posting LinkedIn, my HR experiences, I started going deep and deep and deep, into the most of the topics, of the HR challenges. Uh, and then I thought, yes, now I'm able to organize my thought that what I want to post, you know, what I want to really, tell to the audience, through my experience, my skill, and my post, that yes, this is the service I can give to you. Uh, you know,
Absolutely.
yeah. So moving from sharing my experience to, organizing my thoughts and clearly stating to the people that this is how nowadays the HR challenges us, and this is how I can help you as a,
Hmm.
freelancer or a consultant. So
Okay.
this is the,
Right. So
yeah.
basically, as a confidence, you can say it has just gone, you say, like, from 4 to 9, that you believe
I
in
would say
yourself as a
confident,
freelancer
yes,
now.
yes. I was really doubtful when I was going to post on LinkedIn. I thought, who is
Hmm.
going to see my post, whether I'm going to
Right.
get a client or not. So even
Everybody
if you
does.
push me,
Everybody has
yeah,
just
even if you
thought.
pushed me to post on LinkedIn, yeah, even if you pushed me to post on LinkedIn, regularly, I had my doubts still,
Hmm.
right? So yeah, but when I started getting after 2, 3, 4, posts, when I started getting responses, I thought, great, it is working now. But
Yes.
the one post which overnight created a massive,
I think it was not one
it
post. I
was
think there
shared.
were
Yeah,
there were 2 or 3 posts, I guess,
I mean,
that got good
yeah,
results.
it was starting. I would say it was just starting. The one of the posts which just started getting massive interaction globally, and
Hmm.
thereon, after all, after I think after that, all my posts almost reached out people globally.
Maximum, yes.
It's not about only HR professionals, but also
Hmm.
the founders, business leaders, thinking about it, and they're posting their thoughts on it.
Right.
So this shows that LinkedIn has really helped me to, gain my confidence and share even more posts, which can reach out to the wider audience. So,
Right.
so definitely LinkedIn has shaped my, I would say
Confidence.
my mind, and
Hmm.
uh, how you want to reach out to the client or
Hmm.
audience. So
Nice.
definitely, it's not a platform, only for I
Job
would
for
say, yeah, job.
jobs.
I
I know.
always give it to
Being an
her.
HR, I
I,
know you could relate it to, like, oh, what I
yeah,
was thinking. This is beyond that.
yeah.
All right.
So
Okay, so let's go ahead with the next question. So the next question is, many freelancers, okay, chase virality over value. What it's going to be your advice now to someone who is stuck in that loop, like they are looking out for likes, comments, and they're not generating leads. So you have seen both the sides. You have got massive response. You have also got few posts that has not gone that too much, like but still generated leads. I think for one of the posts I remember. So, what would you say for those people, those who are just stuck with the likes and comments kind of loops, and they are just getting distracted? They just have to focus on generating leads.
sure. So virality, I would say definitely you should avoid that because this is just going to give you visibility for maybe few hours, few
Hmm.
days, right?
Yes,
But
yes.
when you talk about sorry, virality versus I just
Value based.
uh, value based, yeah. So, but when you're putting something value based, on the LinkedIn, people want to engage with your post,
Hmm.
right? Someone cannot even read your post fully if it is and they can just like and and they can scroll through your posts. So I think that is all viral. People are just um, any I would say LinkedIn members people who are active on LinkedIn, should avoid such viral kind of thing because this is not putting any value, this is not creating any credibility for the client. So client may not want to reach out to you. They will always reach out to people who are able to create value, who are able to
Yes.
create credibility. So they want client definitely want to reach out to them
Hmm.
because they see something different. They want they are they might have understood your they might have seen your post and they understand, yes, this is something which is going to help me in my
Yes.
organization.
Yes.
So
Yes.
yeah, so that is how we should always when we are posting, it should be value generation,
Hmm.
right?
Hmm. Hmm.
So
Hmm.
always focus on the post which is going to create values. So when I started posting, I
All right. Yes. So basically, you are saying content which is value based should be given priority over virality. And even I would like to add, LinkedIn has already announced, like, it is not for virality. Whenever something goes viral, even your post didn't go viral, it was just being shared, reshared. It was being, you can say, it was demanded, it was liked, it was many people could connect with it. Virality means, like, above 1,000, 10,000 kind of likes, comments, and reshares and everything. So even LinkedIn says, like, when any post goes viral, they get skeptical, like, because this platform is not meant for that, it is meant for value based content. So
right,
yes, thank you so much, Nilima, for you know getting it clarified, or making it clear. Value based is always that client look for what, how can you help, and that truly you can reflect, you can say, you can show through your content. Right. So let's
right,
go ahead with the next question. How would you
yeah.
describe your experience inside the community? Specifically, how did the hackathons and weekly question and answer impact your growth? Though you have spoken a lot about my program and the question and answer hackathon, specifically, if you can just tell, like, few points, how does it help, and how can other people be helped, and why they should take it?
Right. So when I joined LinkedIn Impact Lab, um, I the community we have, we started interacting when uh, when we started posting our own, achievements, or
Hmm.
maybe I would say, some of our thoughts within the community.
Yes.
So we started learning from each other,
Hmm.
right?
Yes.
Uh, when you see few more ideas or few more content, from other perspective, from other community
Students'
members,
perspective. Yes.
then your, then your mind also signals you to think in that way.
Yes.
That could also have been the part of your LinkedIn post. You could
Hmm.
have done something like that. Can also help you in, in generating lead. So
Hmm.
definitely community has definitely helped me honestly in my growth as a freelancer. And the Q&A session is has equally added value. Because I had my questions before joining LinkedIn Impact Lab, that whether LinkedIn is really going to help me, getting any business leads. Are there anyone who's going to even read my post?
Yes.
How is that I'm going to write my content? What is that I'm going to write on the LinkedIn? So a lot of questions I had, but after I joined LinkedIn Impact Lab, lot of things got clarified, and definitely the confidence I got, uh, when I saw people, clients, definitely I got, that's the biggest achievement I
Hmm.
have. But the first confidence, I would rather say, I started getting when people started, you know uh,
Getting
started
connected
engaging
with your
my,
post.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah, with my posts. So yes, definitely community and the Q&A session and the, the other the courses designed within LinkedIn Impact, definitely it helped me a lot. Um, if I have to say one word about, if I have to say one thing about, LinkedIn Impact Lab and the community within it, and the hackathon we join, the courses we join, it is designed in a way that helps you to, get the business leads. The very outcome you get it,
Hmm.
but then you have to, listen to it 100% and implement it, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So
Absolutely. Yes.
you have to utilize most out of it to get
Hmm.
most out of,
Yes. So
LinkedIn.
So I would like to add over here how I have designed. Like, when I started my journey, I had taken few courses, but that was really not helpful because I was just going through the courses. There were no interaction within the community. There were no community at all. There were not hackathons like, I could put myself through that. But um, what I did, like, when I started only for challenges, when content creation, just content creation challenge, not link generation, nothing, that made me consistent. And that point of time I just understood, like, that is how people actually get a habit, because for generating a habit you have to have that consistency at least for 21 days, not even a gap, not a single day gap. Right. So that is how I had created this 7 days challenges, 30 days challenges, 90 days challenges. And now I have also started book reading challenges for LinkedIn users, like,
Yeah.
so that they can understand, they can read, they can write, and they can have their thought process more relevant in that way. So, yes, Nilima, I could say you have put it really very well in that way. And I hope, people become more
Making us
consistent
disciplined. Yeah.
over a period of
Yeah.
time.
That is making us more disciplined, in terms of, reaching out to wide audience, to be very frank, so
Yes.
definitely
At
it should,
least
whether
if
it
it
is,
is like, sometimes what happens, life takes over. We forget writing the content, but it's there, is still in our mind. Like, I have to write, I have to do something.
correct,
That is most important. You should not forget it. Come back and
correct,
start. That is a thing.
correct.
Okay, absolutely. Last two more questions. Okay. How would you describe your experience inside the community? Okay, this is done, right? Okay, what does a typical workday look like for you now? How much time do you dedicate per client, and what's the highest hourly rate you have achieved so far? So basically, you have answered these two questions. The only thing, like how much hourly rate you are charging as of now, that you can answer, so that people can
Um,
get an idea.
so, so yeah, so I think I have started charging, 1,050 to 1,200 per hour,
Very
if
nice.
it is on hourly basis,
Mm-hmm. Hmm.
right? But if it is a deadline-based project, then I charge as per the um, HR
Project, project
projects.
or
Yeah,
task at the time you
it
have
is
changed. Okay.
completely depends. If it is a policy design, then the charge is
Mm-hmm.
different. If it is KPI design, it is different, right? So depend completely on the services. Like
Right,
for
right.
my one of the employee handbook for US, I was able to I was able to deliver within, I would say, uh, 10 days or something. It took some time for me to
Mm.
research and give, because there are a lot of legal terms when you
Mm.
come to the US, policy making, employee hand making. So you have to be
Mm.
very, very careful for each and every line.
Yes.
So, yeah, so, but within 10 days, I was able to get 26,000 for employee handbook
Yes,
USA.
yes, I still
Yeah,
remember
so
that
it
achievement
completely
that you had
depends. Yeah,
shared. Yes.
yeah. And if it was a KRA KPI design, I was along with a couple of more, HR services which I gave it to them,
Mm-hmm.
and I was able to crack 56,000
Hmm.
within 15 days of time. So uh, that was one of,
That was the
you
starting,
know,
I guess. I think you are
yeah,
charging hourly charges, like now it is
yeah,
1,050 and something, and you will charge more for sure going forward.
yeah,
And
yeah,
project basis, if it is less for that,
yeah. If it is
even if
project
it
based, then
doesn't take your time, I think you are charging almost good amount as of now.
yeah,
So good, Nilima, I think the only thing I would recommend, like, do not stop, because you have a bright future. There are so many projects lying ahead of you. Okay, and get going, and maybe sooner, when you are hitting your first 10 lakhs, I think we'll meet soon, and I wish so.
definitely, definitely. I'm
Definitely.
on it, and I'll be definitely, uh, you know, um, I would rather say, I'm trying to not to stop myself anytime,
Mm.
because I'm now disciplined. I would rather say I would really disciplined by joining all the hackathon. Sometimes when I don't post, I think that I have done some kind of a crime on that day. So, this is something, which should be a part of our habit, and I'll
Yes,
definitely
to
continue
spend
doing
some
it.
time
And
on LinkedIn, maybe if it is content, maybe
right,
it
right.
is DMing, maybe it is
Doesn't take
response.
much time, for
Mm.
you, to research a topic, or post it on LinkedIn that
Mm.
can create value to others, and that may also get you some clients you never know,
Yes,
right? So outreach, definitely we should keep doing it on a daily basis. What I have learned from you,
yes,
and but posts are something which is shaping our mind, uh, you know, organizing our thoughts, making us disciplined, making us consistent. That is very, very, important part, of our day-to-day freelance journey.
right, right.
Because if you're not able to create a personal branding, it's difficult to even get a, business.
Leads.
So yeah. So thank you so much, Ritika. I think thank you. I think it's not only because you are my sister. I have taken a good decision to join LinkedIn Impact Lab. And the courses have really helped me a lot. And thanks for pushing me every time.
Yeah,
Uh,
thank you.
Being a mother, I was
I
completely,
hope it is for good and you are not minding it, because I know you have a lot of potential. Just keep going. Okay. I think
yeah,
as a maybe on personal and professional level, I'll keep pushing. That is my job, and you will do good
yeah,
along with other students. I'm saying because there are so many students like you, those who are doing their best, and they're coming up with good ideas on the LinkedIn. So keep posting, keep DMing, keep engaging. At least spend some time on LinkedIn, and then you are, you know Unstoppable. This is advice for everybody, those who are actually, looking out for how will it work. It will work when you are working on it. That is it. It is as simple as that. Right? Am I
Yeah,
right?
yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so the last question. Okay, I won't bother you more than that.
No,
So,
that's okay.
what are your future goals on LinkedIn, both in terms of income and kind of clients you want to attract? So you can be as elaborate as, because many people will be listening to it. Maybe you might get some of the opportunities. So elaborate and also help other people to understand, like, they will understand how to how what kind of opportunities can be done based on your experience, based on what you have understood till now. Please go ahead, shoot.
So, after I have cracked, after I have got, business leads from LinkedIn, definitely I want to increase that number. Converting my, maybe it is outreach or the through posts. I would like those conversations, to be converted into. Is that audible? You're, you are not audible, Ritika.
Okay, one sec, one sec.
Yeah,
Is it okay now?
yeah, yeah.
Okay, so sorry. Yeah, please go ahead.
Yeah, so what I would, what I wanted to say is definitely increasing the number of clients, definitely, who can help me to, get into some projects, which are on a strategic level, right? And my target audience always will be the founders, uh, then the business leaders, then SMEs, small medium enterprises, or MSMEs, where I think I'll get more, I'll be able to deliver more in terms of maybe policy design, or KRA KPI design, maybe helping them into workforce management, HR analytics. So there are, so these are the areas I wanted to focus,
Hmm.
and also definitely increase in terms of number of clients, but then again maintaining my quality, and uh, uh, and also maintaining my standard working hours. Definitely with number of clients getting increased, you may also have to increase your working hours, but definitely I do not want to go with the same 9 to 5,
Hmm.
right now, when I have to be available for my daughter and for my family.
I
uh,
understand.
uh, you
Yes.
so yeah, and definitely I believe all these leads definitely is going to also increase your income, which is
Hmm.
also one of the things, to be very honest,
Hmm.
uh, you know uh, on this part as well. So yes, so first of all, I definitely am looking for some clients, like as I already said, I have one where the discussion is on for the HR analytics, which is one of my favorite, mm,
Yeah.
HR domain, where I can put my heart also, to give
Get
the
it done.
insights to the client.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Right. Right.
So yeah, so my energy is on. It just I want my these goals to be fulfilled, and that's how, as you said, I have to be consistent, and I do not want to be unstoppable at any time, at any point of time. So yeah, I'm on it, and let's see if I'm able to fulfill my goals. The with the speed I got clients, business
Yeah.
leads, I would say, from LinkedIn. So
Hmm.
yeah.
Absolutely. So this is it, Nilima, and that was the session today. I enjoyed a lot because I was just listening to the result that I actually, I wanted to listen from my students. And thank you so much for sharing your honest replies. And obviously it doesn't seem so simple, so easy the way you have said. There were a lot of hard work, there were a lot of struggle, when you have a kid, and how to maintain that consistency. And consistency doesn't mean, like, posting daily as of now. But yes, when you are starting, it has to be, at least for 90 days, you have to post it consistently. And that is how I have, created my hackathons, and people are taking charge, charge of the accountability of themselves. And you have also took and you have seen the result. And that is where I am more confident other people will also see. And whatever you are doing with passion. That is why you are here. So there are a lot of things, and you don't say like, let's see if I can achieve. You will achieve for sure. Okay, just believe in
Yeah,
yourself. I know you're believing in yourself, you're confident. So let's see when we are actually coming and connecting once again with your next
definitely.
yes, next income level. I'm sure we'll have more and more going together. What kind of journey altogether with the students I have with my community. And thanks for enlightening the people, those who are listening to this session. I'm sure they will get a lot of value because it's coming from the real results through LinkedIn. And if somebody is underestimating it, it's at their own risk, right? And so thank you so much, Nilu, and for coming and speaking with me, sharing your knowledge, sharing your experience. That means a lot. And let's wind up. See you.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Ritika.
Yeah, bye bye.